What is up, guys? DZ Fear, and today I want to talk about a card out of the Dark Illusion that I was originally really hyped for, but slowly, as I read more and more, I just got more sad. And actually, this card eventually just became a slap in the face towards Spirit players, for giving them sort of a glimpse or glimmer of hope by releasing a new Spirit after many sets of not releasing any new Spirits, but then ironically making it terrible in a dedicated Spirit deck. Anyway, let's read what this card does. So basically, it's a level 9, I think, 9, 3000 attack, 3000 defense spirit monster. It can't be normal or special summoned. Right off the bat, that's different from regular spirit monsters, which just can't be special summoned. So we already have another restriction on it, which is kind of rough. The main thing that you should note when it can't be normal summon is we can't actually use our additional Nikitama summon to summon this thing, which is rough. Anyway, though, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this face-down monster, you can change this card to face-up defense position and draw one card. So that's kind of a new effect. We don't really have a lot of cards that activate when you target them when they're face down. That's kind of weird. So that's kind of cool. Basically, this would trigger off of the main two I can think of right now is Karaz and Dark Destroyer. So when they target them with either of those monsters, you can just flip it face up and draw a card. And then furthermore, if this card is flipped face up, it activates its second effect, which is banish all other cards on the field. That sounds great. And just skipping through the last effect, it just has the basic spirit effect that once returned during the end phase, if the card is flipped face up during this turn, returns to the hand. So, what's bad with this? Besides the fact that you can't summon Nikitama, in the United States, the second effect of banishing all face-up cards on the field, or all other cards on the field, won't actually activate if it's destroyed when it's originally flipped face-up. What this means is that if your opponent targets this card with Dark Destroyer would be Chain Link 1, and then the flipping effect would be Chain Link 2, so resolve backwards, you'd flip this guy up, draw a card, Dark Destroyer would pop this card. Because Amaterasu would no longer be on the field, you actually would not be able to activate the banishing effect, which is really, really, really rough. Like I said, that's only in the United States. In Europe, it actually does work. You would trigger it. It's very similar to the ruling in the United States, where if I targeted if I targeted a Call the Haunted with MST, and the person chained Call the Haunted, bring back Stellar Knight Deneb, the Deneb would not actually activate because the Call the Haunted would be destroyed before the Deneb had a chance to activate on a new chain. Basically, this means that this card is virtually unplayable in the way that it was meant to be designed, it looks like. All you're doing is tributing two monsters, once again, not spirit monsters, because you'll never get it. Like, there's like a couple scenarios where it would work in spirits, but like you're not getting full value out of it, and you're basically just using spirits as tribute fodder. And at that point, you might as well just be playing like Edia and Idios, or like Speedroid Terratop, or Mausoleum of the, well, not Mausoleum of the Emperor, but basically anything else besides Nikitama would be better. So you can't really play in a dedicated spirit deck. And then the only way to really trigger this thing is by flip summoning it, which is very unlikely unless your opponent just passes their turn in the fear of a double tribute set, I guess. Or if your opponent attacks into it. But realistically, it's not going to happen. If this card... What this card needed to do was that when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this face-down monster, you can change the card face-up defense position, draw one card, and banish all the cards on the field. If it said that, this card would be at least semi-playable, but at the moment, it's just kind of sad that Konami... It's sad that Konami is acknowledging spirits, but saying we can't give you any good cards that'll work in your deck. What we really need is like another sort of Nikitama that like maybe like banishes a card instead of drawing a card. I don't know, that would probably be what I wanted. But in terms of the high-level spirit monsters that you would even tech into a spirit deck, this card really drops the ball, honestly. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it. A couple people have been asking me if I'm going to reinvent spirits now that a new spirit got announced, so I thought I would make this sort of explanation to explain that nope, sadly I can't reinvent spirits if this is the kind of support they're going to get. But I will see you guys later. Bye.